where I had sometimes played chess. And when I'm out, I'm looking for that vintage fling. But all complexions that I adore, so hard to find, these seem impossible to score. So I dream on to someday find that vintage love. I kept on looking, but everyone's such a bore. And out of a sudden, it's the coffee company. The Santa's doing his rounds, fans of blankets and browns. Don't be sorry if you missed it. Kit Kat is a biscuit. It's the coffee company. It's the coffee company. It's the coffee company. Oh yeah, baby, smell the brew. It's the coffee company, and it's shipping to you. Coffee, coffee company, yeah, oh yeah, it's the coffee company. It's the coffee company. Coffee,
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to your place of chill. That is the Coffee Company. It is Monday. It's Monday. What's the weather? It is a chilly 8 degrees centigrade. It's not the best weather today, but we're here. We're having a relaxing day today. We need to get some. We have to get some things done. And we got to do some cleaning. We've got to go and visit our new accountant after the stream today. But we got a few things to do. But before we open the stream, I do want to say in some words of for the passing of Grandpa. As you all know, the boys over at We Are Tottenham TV announced on yesterday evening that their beloved Grandpa passed away. Grandpa was a wonderful human being. I had the pleasure of meeting him about 3 or 4 times. Incredible human being. Just a lovely, lovely, lovely bloke. And the world will be very much a worse place without him. It was absolutely just a wonderful, wonderful person. So from everyone at the Coffee Company and from the Kaufman family, we do want to give all our words of support and our love to those boys and to the Daniel family and to everyone connected with them. And may his memory be a blessing. Rest in peace, Grandpa. Just a wonderful human being. Just a wonderful, wonderful person. But there's our words there. Let's get on with the show. I need a coffee. But before we get a coffee, let's see who is in the chat to take us through the show. We've actually got some transfer news. But here we go. We got Tweaky, YouTube member. Hope all is well. Unfortunately, Tweaky, things are not good. They're not good with Alex. Basically, his liver is fucked. And they have put Alex on the top of the list for a liver transplant. He's been very unwell since mid last week, and I didn't find out until Thursday evening. But so he's very swelled up, and they're rushing through a liver transplant for him. So hopefully they can find one of those as quickly as possible for him, because he's in quite a lot of pain. And yeah, it's not good to see your best mate like that. I've known Alex since I was 10 years old. We're basically brothers. We were in high school. We were inseparable, going to all matter of airplane and museums all around wherever we go. Yeah, hopefully he gets it through, because you don't want that to happen to your best mate. You really don't. Thank you for the kind words. But hopefully hopefully they get that through as soon as possible because it's got to happen. We got Andrew Gregory. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you, mate. Afternoon, Ben and the coffee crew. Hope all is well. Everything's okay. Everything's okay. I am. After this weekend, I am very tired. I am very tired. As well as my what's it called? As is my lovely partner in crime, my lovely Mickey, who's taken the day off today because she's exhausted after she had some bad news late Saturday night as well. So, yeah, hopefully you're having a lovely day off today, honey. Hopefully you're having a great day. Just have some rest. Just rest. Just have some rest. It's been a weekend. It's been a weekend. We got the number one Agon bar in the world. Good to see you, bud. Good to see you, buddy. We got NJ. I can't remember what. But yes, we had a chat. You called me and you ordered some coffee, and I sent you your coffee. Thanks for the chat and the prompt coffee delivery. It is delicious. Levy out. Indeed. Hopefully you enjoyed the coffee. If you do wish to order coffee, you can go to the coffee company's website. We do need your support more than ever during these difficult times. We do need your support, but it's really, really good to have people come back and say they like my coffee. We got Rich. Good to see you, Rich. Good to see you. Hopefully you're well. Hello. Yes, we did. We have got from Pletty Little Liar, as he's called, but we have got the news. We have got the news that Matthias Tell is a here we go to Tottenham Hotspur Football Club on loan with no obligation to buy. That is a, I don't know. I really don't know how good of a signing that is, but it's good that we're getting players in. I'm very interested. We'll talk about it when we're going to try and talk about the Brentford game as well while we're at it, because some very interesting things. Poured my art. Yes, keep going, Leo. All the best, mate. Good to see you, Scott. Can't wait to hear all about the quality signs. We're close to making. Brilliant, mate. Brilliant. Good afternoon, Ben. So here we go. And then, yes. Oh, that's something I do need to before I have a coffee. Before because there is a really nasty person that's after me at the moment, and it's really not pleasant. Lovely, but absolutely. Yeah, it is what it is. It is good to see a side dancer. Good to see her. Good to see her. Good to see her. My best mate is in intensive care after having aorta valve replacement. Sorry to hear that, buddy. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully they get well soon. Hopefully you get. It's been a very difficult week. Yes, my lovely Mickey is putting the thing up. Coffee. Firstly, the tax man. But there is a person that goes on a lot of our streams that's been going around to a lot of YouTube channels and calling me some really nasty things. Toxic, a snake, this, saying I'm whispering things in people's ears, that I put on the nice guy look. Really? I can't even do that. It's just like, just grow up. Grow up, people. Many people in this chat have met me personally, and I try my absolute best to be the best person I can physically be. Leo's come all the way from Denver to see me. Chris comes from Onga. Tom comes from up the road in Buckerstill just to see her. Good to see her, Tomo. YouTube member, afternoon, Ben. There's some really nasty things said about me. And I just don't understand it. I don't know what I've done to this person. I don't understand why they're upset. Maybe because I timed out some of their soccer accounts that go into other people's streams and cause chaos and be nasty to people and be stupid. Attack the argument, not the person. If you've got any problems with being the Spurs YouTube community, come and speak to me. Come and speak to me. You can find me. I'm here. You can find me in 2 places. You can find the cough. You can find me. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. If you really want to tell me that, if you want to call me a sellout behind my back because I'm trying to do what's best for my business, if you want to do that, come and speak to my face. Because when I call you out, I'm going to have you. We got my lovely Jessie. Good to see her. Good to see her. I've copied that from Jess because Jess does. Yes, I am the snake. I am a snake, apparently. I am a toxic snake that puts on the nice guy look. The nice guy look. Really? We have Luke. It's me, Ben, you toxic sellout. It was me, Austin. It was me all along. That's you, Luke. Good to see you, mate. Toxic sellout. I'm joking. Lol. This tell news has come out the flipping nowhere. Did not see that happening at all. So, you know what? You know what? I'm down for it. I'm down for it. And we'll continue to see a homie. Absolutely, homie. Fist bump. Fist bump. Absolutely. The secret is out. Ben is actually Bono's Cobra from the Shaker Dicky Forest. Be kind, people. Indeed. Apparently, I'm Bono's Cobra. It's there on the internet. Yep. My phone's big up the OTC, the Spurs tribal chief. Indeed, good to see you, Mr. Angus. Just saw your message. Lol. They're out there. I've had it for years because of my stance on the ownership. I just laugh at them. Yeah, it's just not very nice when you get loads and loads of bad news and then suddenly you have this. You're like, really, really? Can't you just leave me alone? I try my best, guys. I try my best to be the nicest person I could be. And that's just the way it is. Did you enjoy the Rumble? I did enjoy the Rumble. I was a bit disappointed with how they both finished. I'm not going to lie. The men's Rumble was star-studded. It was star-studded. Maybe too many stars. Maybe too many stars. But it was. I enjoyed it. By the way, I got 5 on it yesterday. I'm still buzzing after yesterday. I would be, mate, as well. Absolutely brilliant victory. Absolutely brilliant victory for you lot. You can't fault it. You cannot fault it at all. It was a great victory for you guys. Yeah, I get that, mate. We know who you are. Fuck the haters. Indeed, fuck the haters. Oh, I'll be calling. I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. I've been very honest. I've been very, very honest with how I'm operating in this business. And I need this business to start making money. So, yeah, indeed. I thought Cena was going to win it, but I know for a fact he's winning now. Winning. You mean the Elimination Chamber, not the Royal Rumble? I wanted Cena to win the Rumble, but it's good for Jay. It's really good for Jay. Really good for him. Really good. No need to apologise. Good to see you, Nick. Good to see you. I've got something that you sent me. I've got something that you sent me, and I've got to show it on the screen. Good to see you, Nick. Good to see you. I can help you with business advice. Message me. I think we're going good at the moment, Nick. I think we're going good. We're moving in the right direction. And, yeah, but I'll keep that in mind. We've got something from Nick. Nick sent us a load of coffee from a local. I don't care about you switch, guys. I don't care about you switch YouTube. We're having a coffee. That's not my best latte art at all, but I know you're hate it's Sanjay. If you got any advice for me, I'll gladly accept it, Nick. I'll gladly accept it. Gunther and Cedar, yeah, maybe. I built 3 multi-million-dollar businesses before the age of 45. The Brawl, yeah, it was funny. Glad you got it. I got all these coffees. I don't know what any of them are, but they're from Onyx. Packaging's really cool. But there's some days on it. It's like there's advent calendars. So I will need to see what day is what. And they're all here. But like I really do quite like the packaging. I do really like the packaging. But I need to figure out what everything is. I'll send you a list. Ah, okay. Cheers, buddy. Cheers, buddy. That helps out a lot. So we can... Really cool packaging. Really cool packaging. And I can try all these coffees. There's a lot of them as well. There is... So yeah, thank you very much, Nick. Thank you very much. Drop me a line with any coffee you want me to bring over. Good stuff. If you got any ideas, Ian, ideas, will you be hopping on Savage stream later on? I need to do some work. I do need to do some work. So if I'll go to the accountant, speak with them about VAT stuff and all that. I'll come back, try and do as much of the order as I can. And then if I've got a bit of time before I leave at 5 o'clock, I will jump on. But they're going all the way through the day, so I'll probably have some time later. But who knows? Who knows? My fireplace is back on. But yeah, Spurs beat Brentford, everyone. Spurs beat Brentford. And it was a really good win, actually. It was a really good win for many reasons. And for me, it was really quite nice to finally see the manager not just adapt, but adapt a lot. Because firstly, he only adapted because he had to. I'm not gonna give him too much credit, but I am gonna give him credit because I am gonna be fair. I do want to be as fair as I physically can. It wasn't rocket science for me. It wasn't rocket science for me that by getting the fullbacks to tuck in a lot, and they weren't going forward at all. Usually when Tottenham get the ball, especially in the midfield area, the first thing that happens is the fullbacks maraud forward and become basically number 10s. They sit in that midfield position, which the idea should be to overload the opposing midfield. But a lot of the time, because our midfielders aren't necessarily as good on the ball as they should be, they get crowded out. But mostly because a mid-block really stops that method. So with Jed Spence, who I thought Jed Spence was fantastic. I think Jed Spence was fantastic at the weekend. I really like Jed Spence, and I was saying free Jed for a long time. He was brilliant. He shut down one of the best right wingers in the Premier League in Brian Mbeumo. I think Mbeumo's a top player. I really, really rate that guy. He shut him down. It wasn't rocket science for me. It wasn't rocket science for me. Get rid of inverted fullbacks. I hate inverted fullbacks. I really dislike them. You've all heard me say that for a very, very long time. I really dislike them. I really dislike them. It's really... Cheers, Ian. There's not much news. It was really good. I really enjoyed that performance. I really enjoyed that performance. And yeah, it was good. It was really, really good. Has my Mickey said something? I can't see any messages from her. What's happened? What's happened, honey? What's Gary want? Yes. Yeah, my poor Mickey's she's very tired. She's very tired. Reports on Tell with a loan with no option to sort of obligate. Yes, he is going to use us as a springboard. Yeah. At the end of the day, we need bodies. We need bodies in that team. And if he can do well for 4 months of the year, I'm all for it. We do need bodies in. And let's see. Did you see Lewis? He was brilliant. He's a very, very good footballer. He's a very, very good player. He's got a bright future ahead of him. He's got the arrogance of a top player already, which it's good to have that aggression early on in the season. All the best to him, except at Arsenal, because I don't like Arsenal. I don't want Arsenal to do well. But he's a very good player. Is Tell joining? No, Tell is joining Tottenham on loan until the end of the season. Apparently, according to Fabrizio Romano, Tell is now joining Tottenham until the end of the season. So obviously something has changed, and they've either offered him a lot more money, and they couldn't say no to it, or because they've removed the obligation that says even if he does crap, and even if Tottenham do crap and he does well, he can go back to Bayern Munich. I'm not sure. I'm not someone that knows Tell the most. I think he will be a better option than Richarlison. Even though Richarlison has shown a lot of character over the last, I just don't think Richarlison's a good footballer. I really don't think Richarlison is, and he's just made of glass as well. He always looks like he's out of energy at the end of a football game. So we will see. Not just he's very good. Waneri. He's a really good footballer. Rather have him than not. Absolutely, I agree. Let's see how it goes. Indeed, he hasn't scored a goal. He scored 1 goal in 15, right? But you never know. You never know. You never know. Anurag, good to see you, Anurag. Namaste. Namaste. Hopefully you're well. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hopefully you're well. I can finally have my coffee. My lovely Mickey's in the chat. My favourite person. So yeah, it's interesting. Tell looked good. He did indeed. When you're backing up Harry Kane, you're definitely you're not. You're just not. Harry Kane is just that man. I love that man so much. I think I grew up with Harry Kane. Really, it's so interesting. Really, that because the first ever game I saw Harry Kane play was against Hearts away from home. And I was in Mallorca at the time, really funnily enough. I was in Mallorca. I watched it in Mallorca. And we all thought this guy was going to be crap. He really didn't show anything at all. But he just got better, and he got better, and he got better. So it's sort of my transition from being a teenager to an adult. I had Harry Kane all those years. I've seen that man with my own eyes go from being a boy to being a man. What the genius of a footballer. Genius. Big up, Mickey. Yeah, indeed. Yeah. Hi, Colin. Good to see you. Crossamano. Colin Crossamano. Good to see you, buddy. I grew up with us winning cups. Yes, indeed. I wish I grew up with us winning cups. I've seen one in my entire life. How many times did Kane get loaned out? Sometimes you need to keep on it. Yes, indeed, buddy. Indeed. Indeed. What you got to do is what you got to do. Yeah. Right, I'm here. Oh, great. Oh, great. Look who it is. Look who it is. Shouldn't he be doing some work? Can't put genius in the sentence out. No, you can't. He's a genius as well. But Harry Kane was the ultimate professional. He was the ultimate professional. There is no better role model in football than that geezer. No better role model in football. All these group chats are going mental. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So I'm going to save that picture from Nick. Good stuff. I can say there is no. I can who, because Harry Kane was always told, especially by your club, mate. Your club told him he was fat, he was not good enough, and he would never amount to anything, which is why they sold him. He was originally an Arsenal player, which is what they know. He used the negative energy that Arsenal gave him to his own. He pushed through. There is no better role model for him to be work hard, get on the training pitch, don't be out boozing, don't be out boozing all the time. High school sweetheart of a wife, lovely family. That is. It's almost like the traditional American family, like they did back in the 50s, like the nuclear family. And they'd always have like the role model families. So it's interesting. He's still no, he's not, mate. Harry Kane is a Tottenham fan. Harry Kane is a Tottenham fan. We know this. Why do you think I'm late? How much time is? I don't know. Will is more negative than Scott today. Ancient Ange Laguna. He was at our parade when we won the doubles because he was an Arsenal player at the time. He was still playing for Arsenal at that point. Good to see you, Jason Bell. Good to see you, mate. Hopefully you're well. New Tell news. Tell is on a flight to United Kingdom and he is going to sign for Spurs on loan until the end of the season. The new Tell. He's not, mate. Speak to his family. They're all Spurs. They're all Spurs. Agent Ange Laguna. Agent Ange Laguna. My brother's. So if you think I'm negative, visit my brother. Well, actually, no, not negative anymore. Toxic Snake. Toxic Snake. That's my new nickname. That is my nickname. Harry Kane is a Tottenham fan, Angus. You can't deny that. No one scored more goals against your lot than Harry Kane. It's funny. It's funny. Was it my buddy Mikey? His son plays for Chelsea. He plays for the Chelsea Academy, I still believe, but he's a diehard West Ham fan. Will's my older brother, mate. Will's my older brother. When he plays for Chelsea, he has West Ham socks under his Chelsea socks because he supports. Oh, he's got West Ham shin pads as well. Players play for other teams that they don't support, and Harry Kane is one of those. Harry Kane is played. So the wise man. No, Will was certainly not the wise man. He's certainly not the wise man. Brilliant. Quite. That is me. No, you are not the wise man. You are certainly not the wise man. It's a nice coffee, actually. It's a really nice coffee. What are we going to talk about? There's not a lot of news to talk about. What's Brian Ireland saying? He's talking about Tell. They'll probably go up another 2%. What is ass, maybe? Which one have you tried? No, I've not tried any of them yet, Nick. I've not tried any of them yet. I will give them a go, and I will follow the advent calendar. I will go for the number one. Which one is? We'll find number one somewhere. It's got to be somewhere here. I found number 9. No, number 6. This one's number 5. Number 8, Paul Gascoigne. Talk about the Rumble. I did enjoy the Rumble. I really did enjoy the Royal Rumble. What did everyone else think about the Royal Rumble? You can now watch on Netflix. I really enjoyed it. Number 2. Number 2. Number 4. (17) Giovanni Dos Santos. Number 12, Emerson Royale. That's Nick's one. Number 11, Gareth Bale. Number 9, Roman Pavlyuchenko. 14. I think Nick just sent me all the South American ones. I don't know. 19. So many coffees. So many Oh, yeah, okay. I thought so. I predict the Spuds will be relegated and leaving to increase the price. It wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. That's really good. That's helpful. I got down to the final 3. I was worried that Logan Paul was going to win. I don't blame you, mate. It was disappointing, although I'm happy for Jay. Yeah. Does the Royal Rumble have inverted fullbacks? No, it doesn't, mate. Thank God for that. Breaking news. I just passed my driving test again. Great stuff, Sheriff. Get back on the road, sunshine. Number 12, a Royal Brew. Indeed. The Emerson Royale special. I'm going to do a Northern blend now as well. Because after a certain YouTuber cussed Northerners, which is not acceptable because Northerners are fantastic. I love Northerners. I am a massive, massive fan of Northerners, and so is Brian Daigle. You all know the story of how Brian, if Brian loves people from Newcastle in particular because he spent a lot of time in Newcastle. Northerners are fantastic. I love the north of England. And after spending a bit of time in Scotland a few years ago, I definitely like Scotland as well. I'm going to do a northern coffee. I need to find coffees from the north of certain countries. I'm just going to do a northern special because the northerners are great. There's never cuss people from where they're from. It's not acceptable. You wouldn't, nah. Wherever you come from, you're all welcome here. Whether you're from the States, whether you're from Canada or India. We've had someone from India today. We've got people from Somerset. We've got people from Scotland. We've got people all over the world. We're a global thing. Basildon. We like Basildon. Newcastle brown coffee. I do like it. I can't think I could call it Newcastle brown. Let's not cuss people for where they come from. It's not right. Always attack an argument, not a person. That is just common courtesy. Speaking of India, what I would do from actually, you from Scotland, mate, but you live in Spain. You're from Scotland. We've got people from Scotland that come in here. Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. But everyone's welcome here. Everyone's welcome here. I like it that fans from other teams come and support my show. I'm a big fan of that. I am a big fan because it gives... I am a massive believer, and people were saying this about me as well. I'm a massive believer in freedom of thought and freedom of conversation, if we can. Of course, there are realms where you don't delve into because it's unacceptable. But I like it that Arsenal fans come and support my show. I like it that Chelsea fans come and support my show. It's great. I've got Liverpool fans that come here that think differently to me in many, many ways. Everyone's welcome here. Everyone's welcome here. The dentist that used to come here sometimes whenever he's around, he supports Inter Milan. There's loads of my Italian friends all support Juventus, so that's great. Leicester and Wolves fans all are welcome here. Leicester and Wolves fans, they're great. Yeovil Town. Ew, Inter. I enjoy talking football. Lol. 5 points. I'm from Mars. You get what I mean, yeah. Yes, indeed. Smash the likes. We are 74 subscribers away from the elusive 1,000 subs. I'm so close to 1,000 subs. 1,000 subs. I'd really, really love to get there. That would be a massive, massive pleasure to get there. Gooners buy a coffee too. Mr. Box Office, the Hotspur Prince. Love you, mate. Love speaking with Alex. Alex called me on... Was it Saturday? I believe it was Saturday. Yes, it was Saturday. I was at Newbreed. I had a great chat with Boxy. Boxy is... Mr. Box Office is a... he's just a laugh. I've got all the time in the world for this man. I've got all the time in the world. Whenever I see Alex at the football, we always have a good chat. We always have a good hug. And it's brilliant. It's really, really good. And we had a good chat about everything. He's just a lovely geezer. He rattles a few fences because he is the main event. The main event rattles a few fences, and that's what his job is to do. So respect to Mr. Box Office. What a nice geezer he is. CDL. Big up, Alex. Indeed, I'll try my best, Alex. Hopefully I get there. Cena Defense League. Gooners money spends too. Indeed, it's a disgrace. You should have been there ages ago. You know what? I've always said I'll try and be humble. I'm going to be humble. I've got a lot of help recently from people like Sava, from people like Cooves, from Brian, from James Flower that came on. The Danalist came on. I've had a lot of help recently. And hopefully we've now hit through that barrier. Hopefully this is the road to 1K finally. I really want to get there. I think that would be a massive game changer. That would be a massive game changer for this company and for me in general. So I'd love to get there. Are you there on the 16th? Who's Spurs playing on the 16th? Manchester United, right? Indeed, it is Manchester United. No, Manchester City. I will be there. I will be. No, that's the 26th. Manchester United. Yes, I will be there. I will indeed be there. So if you're there, Tweaky, let's have a drink. Let's go and have a drink. OTC deserves 1,000 subs. Hopefully. Yeah, come on, let's get Ben to 1K. Next time I come up, maybe I'll drive. Woohoo! Yes, mate. Yes, mate. Get yourself a vehicle. I know you wanted a Passat. And you'll hopefully it's a bigger game changer than that stadium. Hope so, mate, because a few extra quid here and there will really sort us out. That will really sort everyone acknowledge the OTC. Great stuff. Great stuff. I want to get there. We need to get there. Really need to get there. I know a few streams are live at the moment. So thank you to everyone for coming and supporting me today instead of some of the other creators that are live at the moment. It means a lot. But it's transfer deadline day. Everyone's going to be in different places. Life is hard at the moment. So thank you to everyone for joining here because there are some great content creators around. And there are some really, really good ones. So hopefully all these. Towers landed at Farnborough Airport. That's good stuff. Farnborough's good. If I drive to football, I can't get drunk. So yeah, get on the train, mate. Get on the train. It's not. You know how to get the train now. The problem is with the train. Well, you can always park at the station. That's what gives you a bit of an advantage, though, Chef. You no longer have to worry about being dropped off in a place you don't know, because if the bus is being dropped off where your car is, you can always get off the bus and get in. You now have yeah. You now have that option, and also you have the option of driving all the way. It's a long ass drive though. That is a long drive. Did you like the ladder match? I enjoyed the ladder match indeed. I thought that was probably the most polished match of the night. I enjoyed it. Us versus Man United for Dusan. I don't think this gets over the line, to be honest. I don't think this gets over the line. Juve are in contention for the Italian 5th spot, which will get them Champions League football this year. So yeah, I think it would be silly to leave Juventus at this pleasant time. We signed anyone? Yes, we have agreed with Mattis Tell. We've agreed with Mattis Tell to come on loan until the end of the season. And another bit of news earlier, which I don't really Spurs have bid up to £70 million for Mark Guehi of Crystal Palace. I think this deal is no-go because I think a lot more money needs to be spent to get Guehi out of Palace at this time in the year. I love Mark Guehi as a footballer. I think he's a brilliant footballer. I think he is an absolute... I think if he came to Spurs, he would be our best centre-back. As a defender, I think him and Mickey van de Ven could conjure up a really good partnership. He's a great foot. I really like Mark Guehi. I think he's a brilliant player. 70 million doesn't sound enough to get that over the line, though. You're talking for Mark Guehi. You're talking 85 million, I think. Especially in January, especially because he's homegrown and he's a club-trained player as well. So if Crystal Palace do end up... If Crystal Palace end up going closer to the European spots, Mark Guehi is going to be very, very, very key for them because he's a club-trained player and you need club-trained players if you want to be in Europe. I don't think Glasner is going to want to lose a player of that quality, but you never know. 303 is crap. Thiago Motta doesn't like Vlahovic. You never know. He does play him, though. Not just that bigger clubs will be in for Guehi. He doesn't want to be in a relegation battle. I agree. Guehi was made prior to us buying Danzo. It's only now this news is leaked. Palace isn't going to do anything less. Yeah, correct. He turned us down for United. No. Take United don't want him, so he said yes. Yes, I believe. I believe. That's what I believe as well. Never a dull moment at this Basket Clays club. Yes, indeed. Indeed. It's funny. Why couldn't we've got these players in earlier? Maybe we would have got more points if we had more players in the squad. I don't know. I don't get it. Beyonce has signed on a 1-month deal. Indeed. Beyonce will be doing her Cowboy Carter tour at the stadium in the month of June. And I do not wish to go to that. You all know my thoughts on... I did this on my show ages ago. I was saying it in Jesse's chat earlier before I jumped on stream. I do actually rate that she's trying to broaden her discography. I think that's the word, out into different genres of music, and it's interesting. It's interesting that she wanted to do more of a country themed record. But when you do country music, you've got to follow the rules. You've got to follow the rules of country music. And there's no fiddle in the band. And you know the song, if you want to play in Texas, you've got to have a fiddle in the band. Indeed, you've got to have Telecasters. You've got to have all these things. There are rules when it comes to country music. There are rules you've got to follow. It wasn't a good record, in my opinion. But if it's doing well for her, so be it. So be it. Beyonce is good at the back. Oh, I know what you mean. Good up top. Dirty old men. She might bring you a trophy. No, she won't, mate. No, she won't. That genuinely is hilarious. Spursy is fine. And who's coming next? William Hazard? I don't know, buddy. It is really funny because I thought our manager didn't want players that didn't want to play for us. And he didn't want to play for us. He rejected us. She did win a trophy at the weekend. Beyonce did win a Grammy. Discography, you can get an ointment for that. Apparently so. Yeah, it's interesting. It was one of the biggest songs on TikTok. That's why it's so big. Yeah, it's just not a good country song. For me, I've got to be less toxic, apparently. It wasn't for me. I like old school country music. I love my country music. I love Telecasters. As one of the reasons I really want to get my Telecaster game right. I want to get that right. I've not got it right. I think I want to play with my Telecaster more. It was one of the big up, Robbie. Good to see you, buddy. Did you enjoy the Rumble on Saturday? I did enjoy it. I don't know. Did she do the celebration? Lol. Happy for Jay if they're having him. Yes, I agree, mate. I agree. Or it should have been more of a dirt. It should have been it shouldn't have been a clean finish. I ain't a Beyonce fan, and I hate her fans. That honestly is delusional as Tottenham. I agree. I effing hate this manager with all my might. He's the epitome of what we have become over the last 24 years. I really dislike this manager as well. But you've got to give him credit for the win against Brentford. You've got to give him credit. He changed it finally, and he got it right. He got it spot on at the weekend, which is why we went to a very difficult away ground, and we came back with a 2-goal win. You got to give him credit. Credit where it's due. Credit where it's due. We got a very good win against Brentford at the weekend. It was a very, very good win. We've humbled the Sharks. You did indeed humble the Sharks. What a win that was. Yeah, credit where it's due. It was a very, very good win yesterday against a very difficult side to play against. Yes, Brentford are in a bit of a slump of form, but it's still the third best home team in the league. So to go there and get, for him to go and get a 2-0 win, you got to give him a bit of credit. I give him nothing. It is his job to win football. It is his job. Big up Roy Keane. I love Roy Keane. We can all celebrate City being in the shower shit this season. Yeah, because Liverpool are going to win the league this year. Liverpool are going to win the league. They're going to comfortably... That Liverpool team are something else. They are something else. I mean, I watched them when they absolutely battered us 6-3. The way they pass a football is unbelievably good. They're very, very good on the ball. My favourite goal was Ethan's. That kid is unbelievable. Like it was Robin-esque. Donna was whispering sweet nothings into... Apparently, I'm listening sweet nothings into people's ears. For once, we weren't... Yeah, indeed. Credit where it's due. And you've got... I'm going to be fair, because a lot of the more Ange in fans are telling me that I don't see reason and I can't give credit where it's due. I will give them credit where it is due. And it was a good win. Now let's go and beat Liverpool on Thursday. Let's get the win versus Liverpool. Let's string a few wins together now. Great win. Let's move on. Because you're only as good as your last win. And we're playing the most difficult team in the country on Thursday. So let's go. Tell joining us. Roy Keane was a Spurs fan. Wonder if we can get him to a protest. Lol. Your fans were so it wasn't a 5-1. They didn't. I mean, who cares? It's a 5-1 win versus Man City. Andrew's good for once. He had to keep. Yep, he has to keep this up, guys. He has to keep this up. We've got to be fair. If we go to Anfield and get absolutely battered, all that good work is out the window. So let's see. That is the nature of football. Spent 400 million on this guy after Danzo, and he's getting 50 million buying kid on loan. We're all meant to get him beating the mighty Brentford. No, I'm not saying you to give him credit. I'm just saying it was a good win. You've got to give it a slight bit of pie. That's why I'm trying to be fair. We should be beaten, but Brentford are really good at home. They are a very good home side. It's like we can... I don't get it, Angus. I don't get it, mate. I don't get it. But if we go to Liverpool and get battered, it's worthless. If we play the next Premier League game and get battered, it's all out the window. Let's put some... Let's put some results together. It was, mate. Well needed. Don't be fair to him. Lol. Good to see you, Bill. Always appreciate you in here, Bill. So, who's your next Premier League game? I will tell you. I believe it is Manchester United. Yes, because we play Liverpool on Thursday. Then on Sunday, we play Aston Villa. I was actually offered a ticket by the club to go to Liverpool on Thursday, but I'm so tired. I can't. Because it means going up there on Thursday morning and coming back Friday morning. Nah. Because I'm not getting back at 4 a.m. I'm not doing that. It's not for me. See all the talk? Yes. I don't know, mate. I don't know. I think we got Leicester, but I'm not sure. Brentford, top scorers at home and credit where it's due. Like I said, Ben, it needs to be consistent. Wins under the belt. Indeed, Ellie. Let's go to Manchester United at home and let's beat them. Let's put 2 wins together. Let's go. Put some results together. And then the pendulum will swing. That's what it is. Football is a pendulum. A lot of people think football is black and white. Football is not black and white. It is a pendulum. It is a massive grey area. Went to darts last Thursday. More fun than any Spurs game I've been to in years. Yes, indeed. I bet that was a great time. If United are woeful, so if we don't beat them, it's a disgrace. We should beat them. But, of course, there are no easy wins in football. If we go 15 games unbeaten, the pendulum swings back into the give Ange time. But if we can control, if we let's say we go 15 games unbeaten, the pendulum swings back into Ange Postecoglou's favour. But if we then go lose to Liverpool, lose to Aston Villa, lose to Man United, the pendulum goes that way again. It's always swinging left to right. So let's go. Such a hard one for me because I fear 1 or 2 positive results and Ange Levy out will go silent. I can't lie. I'm all for what's happening recently. Such a sad reality. Yeah, mate. I understand where you think. Is that Sunday your game versus Man United? I think so. I think so. Already questioning Amarin. They are. But he needs a lot more time than one transfer window. Good we got Tell till June. I won't be surprised if Harry had a word in his ear to encourage him to come after saying no to Levy. Maybe we score a goal and people go silent. Indeed. We've got to be consistent. We've got to be consistent. What's the word? What's the saying? One swallow doesn't make a season? One swallow doesn't make a summer. So, yeah, keep that pendulum rolling. If we beat Liverpool on Thursday, that is good. 2 good wins, happier for sure. But if we have to start winning now, confidence is a tremendous thing in football. Come on, you Spurs. Thursday night, by the way, Spence's top draw. I called it out a few months ago. You did indeed, Lee. You did indeed. I love Jed Spence. I think he's a very, very good footballer. I think a lot of the managers that didn't give him a chance have a lot of this on their shoulders. He is our best fullback. By far, he's our best fullback. Left back and right back, I think he's our best. I think he's a very good... I think it is a... He's a very good ball carrier. He's a good crosser of the ball. He's very direct as well. But most importantly, with a fullback, he is a good defender. And that's what Porro and Udogie are missing. They are wing backs, whereas Jed Spence is a good fullback, so he can do that. He's a good player. He's a very good player. I'm a fan. I've been turned to a fan to a lot of the players. I really quite like this group of players. I just don't like this manager. But let's see. Let's see if the pendulum swings. Good afternoon, Barbaric. Good to see you, bud. Good to see you. Hopefully you're well. Sorry for the rant. Nah, that's not for me, Bill. You feel exactly how you feel. There's, unlike what people say, there is freedom of speech on my channel. And you are allowed opposing views to me. Just you are. I respect your opinion. I get your opinion and I hear it. Tell is a flip-flop. Tell comes in and scores the goal that takes us to Wembley. He can't play. He can't play against Liverpool because he wasn't signed before the first game, I believe. Good to see you, Swim Master. I've not seen you in a very long time. Good to see you. And good to see Miss Hanifa as well. Good to see you guys. Long time no see in my chat. Hopefully you're really, really well. We need a miracle at Anfield. Spencer's a baller. I think he's good. What's his Danzo like? I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. I really don't know. Udogie is a decent defender. In a back 5, he's a decent defender. Porro should be playing right wing. One bright spot this season has been seeing Spence absolutely boss it. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yeah, he can't play. Can't play it on against Liverpool anyway. He can play against Villa, though, if we need him. Yeah. So, yes, indeed. Have all those Tell isn't right. Yeah, I agree, mate. Such flip-flops. Such flip-flops. Multi-talented Spence is and will be England's best fullback one day. You will wait and see. I've seen him very closely. Some really good youngsters now. It's promising. Gray, Bergvall, and this is good experience. Absolutely. Heard that Danzo will be fantastic in a high line. Haven't seen him play, though. One thing that worries me with Danzo is his heart problems. He does have a couple of heart problems, which is why he failed his medical at Juventus. It does worry me. It does worry me indeed, but he's quick. He's combative. I don't think he's that great on the ball, but I don't want my defenders necessarily to be good on the ball. I want my defenders to be good defenders. That's what I want from them. I want good defenders. Yep, he will. He's quality. He's quality. I like him. I like him a lot. But on that note, guys, I do actually have to end the show there because I've got to do some work now. But indeed, Ian, indeed. But thank you so much for everyone for the positive words of support. Thank you for everyone that supported me over the last 24 hours. Yeah, I really needed it with all the people coming for me, because it's not nice. It's not nice when people make lies up about you. So thank you to everyone for the words of support about my mate Alex, and yeah, hopefully things start to get settled now. I try my absolute best to be the best for everyone, and I try and spread as much goodwill as I can. Unfortunately, people just lie about me, so that's just the way it is. But thank you all so much for everyone's support. Thank you all so much for watching. Yeah, Neef is great. Neef is great. Yeah, if you see anyone having a go at me in people's comment section, yeah, just let them know. Just let them know. Have a good one all. Thank you all so much. Enjoy the coffee to this person here, Miss NJ. Good to see her. Thank you all. Thank you all so much for watching today's show. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And as always, if you smell what the cough is brewing, thank you all so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Ciao for now.